Let's turn this volume up. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Now I'm not going to adjust the screen or the doors behind me. It's been snowing overnight, so when I got up this morning, I come downstairs and I thought it looks a bit bright in the living room, like through the curtains. And I opened up and there was snow. So I kind of wanted to show you like the snow in the background, but what I found was it looks like I got a microphone above my head. And when I kind of move out of the way, you can kind of see a chair in the background in the garden. Like there's a backseat driver here. And I felt like, is the volume okay, guys? I've turned the volume up. I don't really pansy around too much with microphones. And I tried all that stuff when I first set up on YouTube. And I found the best way to do it was just put the laptop on. Okay. No headphones, because I used to do that. So, okay, we'll get there. We'll have a studio one day. Anyway, so I feel like I've got a backstreet driver, a backseat driver. We've got Donald today. I don't know what his problem is, but that's the cup I've got. I broke 3 cups the other day, limited now to my choices. We're going to, I actually want to pull some tarot cards. I know which ones I'm going to use as well. The royal cards. Okay, let me just take away these little bits of hair. Whereabouts are my... where would they be? And what other cards did I want to use? Oh, the Chakra Wisdom tarot cards. I can't seem to find any of the cards that I want. Okay, right, there's the Oracle cards. Do I want to use them? Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. We can have them out. The Chakra Wisdom tarot cards. Oh, and here are the Tarot Grand Lux. So, whilst I'm uploading this, I'm going to go and build a snowman. I will be back in time for the premiere. So, yeah, you won't even know that I've gone. You won't even know that I've gone. Okay, these cards definitely want to be used. What I wanted to do was just pull the cards and actually tell you what's going on. Let's have a look at what's actually going on in the picture. Let's actually read the tarot cards with my microphone above my head. So spotlight. Emily just come down and she was like, whoa, I forgot how bright it is down here. So it's quite bright. It's still like snowing. They're just like tiny little speckles of snow. Okay, but there's enough snow out there to build a snowman. Let's see where this reading's going to be taking us. I feel like I'm going to be pulling some cards, but not actually looking yet. So there's quite this fall energy of being a joker, gesturing around. It's for fall energy. There could be a reflection here. It feels a playful energy about falling around with each other. Okay, that can get you into trouble though, can't it? Yes. 3 cards there. We should put the cards right there. Let's have a look at these Chakra Wisdom. So why do I feel they're for the masculine? And then we've got some Chakra Wisdom tarot cards here with the feminine. There's a lot of feminine cards within this deck. I did feel there was a mirror in here with the, how do I show you without actually looking at the cards just yet? The reflection of the fall. Let's pull some cards from here. I haven't actually checked to see whether either deck is up the right way. I was going to have a little peek then and I was like, there's no need to. So let's get, these look lovely and colourful, don't they? Lovely and bright. Belly's rumbling. I felt that was a reflection of the fall. Okay, as in the season of autumn. So I believe you may have been mirroring each other during the autumn period. I love that snow. It just looks like, I don't know. It's all like fairy sprinkles. Fairy dust. Okay, I'm looking forward to going out. Look at this, covering our earth. That's what it looks like. Little flecks like this. Is it really snow out now? Okay, 3 cards over this side. And then shall we get you a Chakra Wisdom Oracle card each? Got to wrap up warm. I was actually up in the attic. I know the perfect thing for today. Because I was up in the attic yesterday looking for a keyboard for my iMac. Because my one is not working. I didn't find that, but I come across some leather gloves, and I was like, oh, there's some leather gloves there. I can't even get the word out. Leather gloves. I said to Jamie, do you want some leather gloves? He was like, I thought, I do today. If I'm going to be handling the snow, there's no point having woolen gloves on. They're just going to get wet, like, really quickly. And then it takes me back to my childhood days when my fingers were so freezing cold. I'd have my gloves or my mittens on with a bit of string that went round the back. All the way round the back. Down the other one, so you didn't lose them. Memories. Okay, let's, so I've got myself some leather. Why can I not say them 2 words together? Okay. Iron Fist, velvet gloves coming through. We could actually look up what that actually means if you like. If that's the saying. I actually felt like I felt a gust of wind, but it's a shower going on upstairs. That shower's busy today. Anyway, what was we looking up? An iron fist in a velvet glove. An iron fist in a velvet glove. A person who has a gentle, sweet, or unassuming appearance or disposition, but who in reality is particularly severe, forceful, and, do you want to carry on? Uncompromising. Tom is in it now with his wife. She might seem like a nice lady to us, but she's an iron fist in a velvet glove. Oh dear. That feels like there could be trouble for the Divine Masculine. What's gone on? Tom is in for it now with his wife. She might seem like a nice lady to us, but she's an iron fist in a velvet glove. Should we have a look what's going on then on the table? Let's have a look. I'm so sorry, that was probably really loud by the microphone. Socket. Socket. It's like shh. So we've got a microphone above me, but it looks a little bit like that. It's a spotlight. Someone's in the spotlight. The wife's not happy. And Tom's in trouble. Okay. Divine Masculine, should we have a look? I'm a bit nervous. It's 1311, which means it's 111. We have messages. Right, I'm meant to be telling you what I see. When I see 8 wands coming directly towards me from the sky, from a clearing in the sky. That's what I see. What do you see? I feel a bit of tunnel vision as well. So you're honing in on something. Oh, I felt like the spokes from the Wheel of Fortune as well. What's next? So we're just talking about what we can see, not what the card means. We can see a masculine here who has very intense eyes. Bright eyes, although they look dark. So I feel like this is someone who should have bright eyes, but it's like their soul has been drained, because you can really see into someone's soul through their eyes, and you know someone's got that twinkle in their eye, or whether they just look like blank void. So he looks a bit void here. Now he has a bird. What do I call it? I could call it an eagle. I don't really know my birds that well, so well. I was just about to say, oh, okay, I know who he's representing. I was just about to say about, listen. Oh, don't go into that. I was going to say I don't know much. But it's like, I don't know much, but I know I love you. Let there be all there is to know. Anyway, when I was saying about my birds, I'm not sitting here claiming to know everything. That's what I was trying to say. Then we went into song. So this bird here, but I felt like the body of TikTok from Return to Oz. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz again. Well, things look a bit different when you return to Oz. And all the life has been drained out of it. Okay. Got to look for the green ornaments to bring your... This is when TikTok... Okay, so he's like... Well, he's run out of power. So he needs to be like... I can't say turned on. He needs to be turned on. He needs a... What would you call it? He needs some momentum. Oh, you need to wind him up. That's the foolishness energy. You need to wind him up. So I feel like the humours, it's good. The humour's a welcome relief. We've got TikTok underneath here. Okay. And he's a soldier of Oz. But it's like the Scarecrow and, I mean, Jack Pumpkinhead even comes into it. And it's about escaping from Oz. Or they're actually in the tower, aren't they, I believe. Listen. Oh, and it's the mountain tower. I don't know what he is. He's like a great big rock. He's a mountain. Okay. And he has them all like it as ornaments. And you've got to go in the room and pick an ornament, and they work out, choose the green. Choose one of the green ornaments. If you choose wrong, you become a statue yourself. Oh, where are we going with this? Well, that's where that card took me. Jack Pumpkinhead, because then they kind of used everything that they had. It's like, well, what do we have at our disposal? And they used that stuff so that they could escape. The Wheelers were always on their skates, so skating around down those back alleys. What's the next card? Okay, we now have you resting in bed and you have your sword. I believe you are alive. I believe you're still alive. Am I dead or am I alive? No, you're alive. You've got some colour in your skin. You're all right. And you're dreaming of charging off. The three swords around your actual bed is kind of protecting you. You want some peace. You could find yourself daydreaming quite a bit. I actually felt you might be resting quite a bit, taking solitude time. Maybe resting more than what you've ever done because you're craving peace. Your soul is crazy. It's crazy in peace. Okay, so you like it. You like the peaceful life. Okay. Right, let's quickly go back over these then. So, honing in from a clearing in the sky. TikTok. Times are ticking. Times are changing. Times are changing. And then we have you here actually, whether you or not you're dreaming, you could be just visualising, practicing your visualisation techniques. Well, there's a big bird that's just flown. I believe it might be the other side of the chair that way. I can't see. There's a door there. Okay. Let's have a look at your chakra wisdom card. Miracle. You praying for a miracle? Let's read the message. Now, seeing as this is coming from your solar plexus, I always feel the solar plexus, the energy is the same as a chariot. So having that push from the divine, having the willpower, not giving up hope. Miracle. There's a sun sparkler in your life. Lots of sparkles and sprinkles outside. Well, they're all clinging to the window now. I don't want to hold that card up. Let's have a look at this. And I feel you may have been where this card's talking about. Oh, you've been there. It says Darkville is a town of self-centred people. One day, Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of a dead oak tree in the centre of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun sparkler nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world. That's why it's so bright today in my house. One day a child asks it why it came. Well, I'm going to go out and play in it and enjoy it. And so one day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. Okay. So it's kind of like going out there and sharing the joy, showing people. I'm not going out there for that reason. I'm going out because I want to build a snowman. Why? Look, it's a perfect opportunity, okay? And when you see a snowman, they do make you smile. So it might just encourage others. Who knows? I could even get myself into a snowball fight. How much fun? Not really, but... Oh, I did with Emily this morning. I did have already had one, but not with snowballs. But we opened up the back door and I was like, don't you go treading out there and ruining that pure snow. I want to go out there later. And she went, I've just touched this bit here. So I bent down by the step because it was quite thick. It still is. And I just threw it at her. Rolled up a little bowl and threw it at her. I went to her, here, smell this. I've told her, I said, once I've done my reading, I'm going out to play. It should be ready. She'll come out to play. Oh, okay. So the residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless, maybe more fun, have more fun. The inspiration, do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. Well, I felt like there was a little, we kind of went off topic, but it kind of snapped it back there for you, Divine Masculine. Do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. The personal inquiry is the essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Key ideas, being a light, lighting the way for others, and coming miracles. Keywords, integrity, gifts, and reward. I got snow. I love it. That's an awesome reward. Okay, here's your meditation. Oh, it's page number 33. So tap into your Christ consciousness. Okay. Imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. Stand directly under the vibrant energy. I feel like I actually want to turn that light on. Do you want the light on me? I'll move out the way. You'll be able to see you'll be able to see the chair. Backseat driver. Let me... I don't think it's going to be bright enough. Oh, we put the lights on, okay. Oh, there you go. Listen, I told you I do what I'm told. Light bulb moment. We all have them. So imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. Stand directly under the vibrant energy. That's good then. And freeze. Have your photograph taken like that? In the spotlight. Loosely. Don't fuck around. Imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. Stand directly under the vibrant energy as it showers over you. Allow all material worries to melt away. Sun Sparkler will speak to you now. When you are finished, return to your normal consciousness and write down what you heard. Done? Done. Return to your normal consciousness. I told you it was page number 33. You need to tap into your Christ consciousness. Wicked, wicked! The jungle is massive. The jungle is massive. Yes. Let's have a look at the Divine Feminine's cards. You've got the Two of Swords, Divine Feminine. I've still not told you what them cards meant, and I'm not going to. We're going to leave the story just like that. Two of Swords, Divine Feminine. Okay, you, very nice. It looks like you could do with a hand, really. Maybe a velvet touch. That would be nice, a velvet touch. The song that was on before I came on. I wanna love her with a slow hand. I wanna love her with an easy touch. Look, because she needs her back doing up or undoing or doing up. But she could do with a hand. Hey. That's what I'm feeling there. Zip me up. Zip me up, baby. So there could be this energy of having to zip it. There's passion because it's taken me to the orange section, which we know is our sacral chakra. I was going to call it our sacred energy center. So there's the passion there. So I'm feeling the feminines. You would like a hand. Now we've got the Death card, and it is purple or violet. There's two feminines in this card. There's one in the background, and then I actually feel like this feminine here is the one that's Velvet Glove, Iron Fist. Tom. Was his name Tom? He's in trouble. Okay. And I felt more of the Divine Feminine's energy by the tree. And then they're here. So it could be that this karmic energy is aware of you, Divine Feminine. You've been talking in your sleep. Maybe. Where you been charging off to? Making plans in your sleep. Don't know if you've been muttering here. I feel like the Death. So the Death makes me feel as if it's out in the open. There's no more. Let's lie this to rest. Okay, because this masculine wants peace. Peace in the valley, peace in the city, peace in your soul. Yeah, release. And then we have the Ten of Wands. I'm not too sure what to make of this energy. I'm actually feeling it's the karmic energy. The Divine Masculine could be in trouble. It depends if he's been truthful and spoke his truth. Because I actually feel the Ten of Wands, this is a heavy burden on someone. And I feel like she's got arrows. And she's going to be shooting them somewhere. It's a poison arrow. Shoot that poison arrow from my heart. So, this could be why Tom's in trouble. Is the Divine Feminine in trouble? Well, that might be why Tom's staying away from the Divine Feminine. He might be trying to stay away from everyone. Okay. Maybe because I feel like he feels like he's an open book. Putting clues together. So no one like in the town wondered why, this sparkle was, and I feel that's the Divine Masculine, like the Divine Feminine's energy has like lit him up. And people haven't really noticed until now, and they're like, well, why are you so happy? Why are you shining? What's that twinkle? Is there a twinkle? So I felt like there wasn't a twinkle. So it's either picking up on them being maybe happy, but then maybe not happy in their presence. So when they're with them, they want to actually avoid them and spend time alone and want peace. But it's like they're a completely different person when they're outside. It's like you're shining. Why are you shining? And then I feel like this feminine here, I'm not sure, the masculine may just tell the truth. Maybe wants to be set free from all lies and deception. So we have a 10 of Wands here. So let's quickly go back over the story. Divine Feminine in this very tempting energy, but you're not actually getting involved. You're blindfolded, so you don't actually know what's going on. You are kind of looking forward. Oh, you're looking forward to the future, but you've kind of just that little look over your shoulder. Now that would be interesting, because if you have been involved in a third party situation and you're not in contact with your masculine, and by chance, you know, his partner finds out, where was I going with that? You're not going to be aware of it, are you? So you could be in, well, perceived danger. Your light's so bright, no one can actually get near you, and you're too wise, so you're not fearful of this. But that's right. There is going to always be this element of maybe just, you know, might just have to keep a little check over my shoulder, be a bit careful about what I say. So because you're carrying, the lies and the deceit of the divine masculine energy here. But now it feels like he just wants peace. So divine feminine, you're wise enough to know to stay in the background. And then we have this feminine here who I feel like, well, she's fired up. And it's a burden that she's carrying. So she's got some arrows. Let's have a look at the Chakra Wisdom card. Passion. Now this is your energy, divine feminine. I did very much feel as if this was this one. It said about a child asking. One day a child asks, why are you here? Maybe the karmic energy actually asked the divine masculine, why are you here? Maybe he asks her, why are you here? Why are we together? Does the divine masculine say because it's a good deed? I mean, it's not even funny, is it? Not really, but who knows what will come out of the divine masculine's mouth. I'm sure he won't say, because I was doing you a favour. So we have passion. Let's read this, because this is on the divine feminine side. I feel like I'm going to get myself in trouble. Oh, Princess of Amber. I quietly sizzle and shine. Might be best, Lucy. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the aristocracy, is that how you say it? I don't know these political words. They vote for the princess as their new leader. So this is very interesting, because I feel like this is actually the divine masculine's energy, kind of what's going on in his life. The inspiration is, are you correct to feel passionate about your position? Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. And the personal inquiry is, are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? Key ideas: following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, a strong feminine energy and a happy outcome. And seeing as the divine masculine seems to have been following suit of the divine feminine behind the scenes, then this is what he's continuing to do. The personal inquiry again: are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? The key ideas is following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, a strong feminine energy and a happy outcome. The key words is passion, bravery, and royalty. And I felt like I was pulling out the royal cards today. Meditation. Ask yourself the following questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? How do I serve others? How can I serve myself? What represents love in my life? And I felt there's a little stutter there, so that wouldn't surprise me if that's not what the masculine was asking. This karmic energy is this very question. What represents love in your life? Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. And what does she reveal to you? I feel like there's a real deep, honest conversation that's going to be taking place. Very truthful one. It's kind of like the conversation once it's said you can't go back. You can't take it back. I've had a few of those. You have to be brave. Be brave. It takes a few days to pluck up the courage as well. But you know that when it's done, it's out. You can't take it back. So, okay, let's look at the bottom of the decks. We have Christopher Columbus. That's what I want to say. So, you've got the world to explore. And I feel this energy, the underlying energy for the masculine is there's too much to explore to allow yourself to be trapped by the small confidings of darkness. Remember, he's in Darkville, around a lot of self-centered people. Okay. So, I feel like he's ready to take a voyage. Let's leave it there. That's the Four of Coins. Four of Pentacles. I was going to call him the dude with the tea towel on his head. Him. We have the Three of Swords for the Divine Feminine. Can you see how this is really interesting? I was going to say, can you see how you've eradicated all the blackness out of your heart? But then I did feel a karmic energy coming through that might be trying to cause some more pain. You're pure. It's like not quite liking the song that come through, but hey, there's nothing I won't do. Anything you want me to, I can't keep my hands off you. And I feel like this is a very nasty, manipulative energy. And if I can see why this divine masculine would want a peaceful life. It might look all kind of sweet and innocent on the outside, but inside there's a tribal warrior. So she could look to take down the tribe. But that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out for her. Anyway, because that's all the divine feminine needs to do is just stay centered, okay? Just stay centered. And let's have a look at the bottom of the Oracle, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. Wisdom. Okay. I was like, was this wisdom? Was this wisdom? It wasn't. Well, was this Oracle or was this Tarot? Was this wisdom? Learn a lot from Tarot and Oracle cards. Let's continue. We've got wisdom and the Sage. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. So, really, it would be a stupid act. I mustn't giggle, but you are completely protected, divine feminine, if this was to show up in your life. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. So you know not to, antagonise. play with this energy, as in mock it, because you're obviously very aware of karmic repercussions. And you will receive your own if you do that. So you're best just to stay centered and allow the truth to set everyone free. Okay. But there's nothing to fear. So wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. So the legend. One day a young sagebrush asks his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom, and the elder answers, "You must learn." Oh, you must learn. It says we must learn from our mistakes. Before you worry about something, ask yourself if it will be important in the future. Enjoy your present form, as we all change with time. So you're knowing that this energy will calm down as well. Okay, because but it's not like a match made in heaven. It's more of a codependent made in hell. Okay. The inspiration. Harsh reading today. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. It's really important not to look too far into the future because you'll scare yourself. Or you'll create obstacles that they're not even there. You can create them for your future if that's what you want to put your intention upon, but you're best just to focus on the now, okay, and what you're going through right now and how you're handling that. A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. I want to remind you that if you would like to book yourself in for a reading, it is £11.11, and it's a reading, top tips on how to help you get through now. Okay. So email me, guys. The personal inquiry is, do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Because once this is done, it's done. That's the energy I was talking about. It's kind of like you can't take it back. Once you spoke your truth, it feels like you're committed then. The key ideas are wise counsel, focused energy, honouring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment and transformation. The key words is maturity, tranquility and support. Where's my sun gone? Is it going to start snowing again? It might do. I'm seeing those. I felt like they were the spokes to the Wheel of Fortune. And I was just wondering again why Donald might not be so happy today. We see it. We get it. The wheel's going to turn. Look, he's even looking. Some coffee drip marks there, but he's even looking at when is the wheel going to turn. Let's have a look at this meditation. Imagine yourself at a huge campfire. The great servant approaches you. No, the great servant approaches and his energy radiates towards you. He speaks to you not with words, but with energy. Allow the wisdom of the message to reach you. When you have received the message, the great servant will depart. Perfectly timed. Pussycat. I'm not sure which pussycat that was. When you are ready, come back to your reality. And what was his message? Wow. Okay. Affirmation. My masculine, your voice has gone. I felt it when I was reading that last message. Can we have an affirmator for you, please? You have inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper. But the more I listen, the louder it will get. And soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James L. Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Oh boy, that's going to be a speech. He's got a low voice. He's got a loud voice. That voice can boom. getting ready to speak your truth, and then it was like, well done. Well done. It's like you're going to be, you're going to be heard. I feel like you're actually congratulating yourself. This is the energy of that feeling, like I was saying about, you know, you need to plug up the courage to be able to really speak your truth and know that you, once it's said, it's said. And afterwards, though, regardless of the outcome, okay, there's this element of feeling so proud of yourself, like elated that actually, finally, you spoke your truth. That's an awesome feeling. And I always feel like when you speak your truth, the divine will reward you, okay, just for being so honest and being so brave. So whenever I need to, like, be a brave little girl and speak my truth, it was like, I'm so proud of myself that I spoke up then, and it's like, and divine is always delivers. And that doesn't have to be like material. You just feel it. You just feel it was a good move. Okay, Divine Feminine. It's 1:44 and you have wonder. And this is you being watched. The wonder of you. Okay. Now, there are 3D glasses on here, so it makes me feel like that's the masculine, the divine masculines. Okay. It says it's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And also for you, divine feminine, to be like a good audience and I wonder what's going on in 3D. Don't delve too deep into the 3D, okay? You don't really reside there anymore. So it's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theatre. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore. See, this is the masculine so much joining the community, guys, and speaking up. It's been on the cards for a while. I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. Feels like they're going to start speaking up. So when something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Oh, okay, I've missed out like lots on this card. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theatre. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. And when something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. You might get this sense that something's going on. You might actually be able to get to see with your own eyes. And I feel like it's a shit show. Okay. That's the maddening part because, listen, this energy's coming up. Take your seat, stay centred. This too shall pass. I feel like we want to end with a Mother Mary card. And then we're going to go and build a snowman. Because things seem brighter out there today. Maybe more brighter out there than inside your home. It depends where you live. Do you live in Darkville? My living room was like proper lit up. Can you see how things are reflected within your environment? You create it all. Okay. So let's finish with who's this that's come in? Hi Lily. Let's finish with this last message. Okay. I'm going to... Do you want me to choose a different card? It's Our Lady of Answered Prayers, but we had this card come up last time. I'll read the beginning part. How long have I been on for? 45 minutes and 8 seconds. Card number 7. Turned a bit nippy. Do you know what the card is before? Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. Our Lady of Answered Prayers. I hear your every thought, your every prayer uttered under the breath. I feel every beat of your sacred heart as it yearns for my limitless love. Do you imagine that I could be ignorant of that which you need the most, or that I would neglect attending to the deepest needs of your sacred heart? Do you imagine that I am not moved by your suffering or your courage? My beloved, I have already answered your every heartbeat, and you must now look for me to see that I stand right before you and have never left you. I am with you now, and your prayers are answered through my miracles and my grace. Have faith in me. Okay. Do I read this, Ladies of the Dark Mysteries? I believe I do. I have many names and faces, but behind those names and faces, I am your loving mother always. I come to you in light and darkness, through joy and even, my beloved, through loss and tragedy. I'm not sure if I say that word right. Let's not go, because it's one of those dark words, isn't it? Move on. I am always your loving mother. I am seeking you, reaching for you, calling you to me. If you can know this, then great peace and spiritual power will be yours, and you can assist me in enlightening this world from fear and distrust into a place of compassion and divine radiance unveiled. Remember me always. I am your loving mother always. I'm going to carry on. It can be easier to sense the presence of the Divine Mother when she appears through her light face, in compassion, gentleness and charity. It can be more challenging to accept and honour her presence through her dark face. Her dark face may be manifesting through death or loss, through tragedy, trauma or crisis, through confusion, or even through meeting our own inner demons of great fear, attachment or hate. Her dark face is no less loving than her face of light, no less radiant, though one may have to look through the eye of the heart to see the vivid light that may seem veiled through circumstance. If we are encountering the dark face of Mother Mary, sometimes known as the Black Madonna, we are being initiated into a very powerful and precious spiritual consciousness, and we will be granted the ability to find love, healing and peace, even from the darkest of human experiences. It is the power of unconditional light that is granted by the Black Madonna, as paradoxical as that may seem. It is tremendous spiritual power that is not held back by an ego desire to only experience the pleasurable side of life, denying the value or necessity also of its pain. If you are called to this path at this particular time in your life, it is because it will serve you most. The mother loves her children unconditionally and without exception. She will call you through pain when pleasure would not suffice. She calls through suffering when it will break open your heart into greater capacity for bliss and rapture. She acknowledges all that you give, all that you bear, in her name of love. All that you give will be returned to you, multiplied as grace and miracles. Do not turn away. The pain that you have been bearing is known by the Holy Mother, and she comes to you in this oracle to tell you that not only are you acknowledged, but there is a transformation healing. There is a transformative healing that is happening through your pain. She is in it with you, whilst also being on the other side of this darkness with a bright light, calling you to greater divine bliss than you imagined you could ever feel. We need Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries desperately, and she knows it. That is why she will not let us go and calls us to her in increasing crisis and struggle until we pay attention. For those of us who have hearts strong enough to bear honest experiences of painful but liberating emotions such as sadness and grief, anger and rage, including divine outrage, and allow these feelings to stretch our hearts, her spiritual power comes to us. Her healing balm can pour through us into the world. Little coffee break. I've got coffee at the side of my mouth. It's got very quiet. It's like the energy is very still. Let's carry on. She will hold the container for you to feel and release emotions, even though they can be so painful that you may feel as though you are going to tear. Okay. She will hold the container for you to feel and release emotions, even though they can be so painful that you may feel as though they are going to tear you into pieces as you feel them. This is the pain of the world that you are helping to release. She has been burned and burns, you see. She suffers just as we do. She is not separate from us. She is us. She is every animal that suffers cruelty, every human that suffers abuse, every tree that is destroyed, every ocean animal that dies through pollution, every heart that breaks when witnessing ignorance and carelessness. You are perhaps never closer to her, or more in her fierce, merciful, raw and miraculous grace than in that moment when you are howling in agony with her. This takes great courage, but Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries bestows that courage in the hearts of all her beloved children. She comes to us when we need to release our suffering. She comes to us to reassure us that we will move through this time of struggle, and she is with us always. She teaches us that our suffering is not to be held up as a badge of honour or that we are martyrs to her cause. She has too much grace of protection for that to be. She teaches us instead that our ability to be present to our suffering, allowing it to flow through us in waves, is what empowers us to be moved by life and completely open to her. She then shares her great gift that through our ability to be fearlessly open to life, we are not only asked to bear suffering, but are blessed with a capacity for divine rapture. We can then taste the ecstatic intensity of life. Let's slow it again. Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, I'm coming soon, you haven't got much. Having fun. Okay, it's a season for love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries comes to you with guidance to be honest with your suffering and know that you are not alone in it. And through this, she invites you to open to her ecstatic bliss, to the divine presence in the everyday. This oracle confirms her presence is reaching out to you through any challenges that you are experiencing or have experienced, but need to make peace with, instead of holding guilt or shame about those challenges. Now is your time. Pray to her to help you trust in her wisdom and receive her blessings with a courageous heart, and your life will be transformed through her grace. There is nothing that she cannot do for you who are devoted to her. So let's end with this healing process and affirmation, and then I'm off. But then I'll be back again because, I would have done it. Okay, well, let's just read this. You are sitting in a quiet place with a waterfall of liquid white light sparkling before you. A large, beautiful black face slowly emerges from behind the waterfall with soot and ash smeared across it and with large, liquid, black eyes that reflect the suffering of the world. This being is filled with love and compassion whilst feeling all the pain of the world. Allow your heart to send her love and this prayer spoken aloud. My beloved Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries, my love and endless gratitude for your blessings, your mercy, your rage, and your grace. Our Lady of Truth, Our Lady of Balance, Our Lady of Divine Justice, Our Lady of fierce compassion, Our Lady of ruthless devotion, may I serve your wisdom. May I live your wisdom with intelligence, grace, and empowered devotion. Bless me, Mother, bless the world through me. I surrender my will to your miraculous workings and ask for your help that I may serve. So be it. Allow the Black Madonna to bless you in whatever way she now chooses. She may invite you to come to her in that waterfall of sparkling white light, or send you a colour or a symbolic spiritual gift. Be open to receiving that blessing without having to understand the how or the why. Even if you don't sense the blessing happening, that is fine. It just means it is taking place at a subtle or subconscious level. When you have rested for a few moments, finish your process with this affirmation. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries, the Black Madonna, Mother Mary, who loves the world without condition, you have the devotion of the world's soul and the human heart. I offer my help to you. May I serve your world grace. So be it. So be it. Guys, what a very interesting reading. If you'd like to book in your own little helpful hints and tips from myself to you on helping you to get through, then details in the description box. Take care. I'm off to play. Much love. Bye for now.